Another day, another candid minute to tell. Time to get into the office. You know how we do. I like to talk my stuff. So let's talk. Welcome to the Candid Minute. This is where Coach Fa, in his car, on his commute, talks his stuff about what he sees and how he feels his way. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Big shouts to the Off the Ball Network. Strap in and let's go. Yeah, what's happening, y'all? This your main man. Just gotta. Alright, so, end of day, there was a new article that came out, or a news report that came out yesterday, I believe, about John Gruden, and it wasn't in a positive light. So, apparently, 10 plus years ago, during the NFL lockout, while he was an analyst for ESPN, John Gruden had some disparaging words for DeForest Kelley, who was the NFLPA leader at that time. So apparently he said his lips look like the Michelin Man, and of course, as soon as you hear that, black people automatically get into their racial trope bag, and you're talking about big lips and yada, yada, yada. So, now all of a sudden, everybody's mad. I call B the fuck S. And I said the curse word. I do. I call BS. If y'all was really mad at what Gruden had said, why are we just now finding out about this? He was hired like 4 or 5 years ago, given $100 million contract, 10 years. Everybody talked about his contract. Nobody talked about this email. Why? You know what I mean? When the email came out, how come ESPN didn't punish him then? I mean, we already know ESPN got plenty racial issues over at that illustrious company that Disney decided to put their hooks into. But here's what I don't dig. 10 years later, it don't matter. 10 years later, really? He got black players that he's been coaching for the last 4 or 5 years. What is the point of yelling at him now about an email that came out 10 years ago? It seems wildly disingenuous. And my question is, why now? Who brought this out? Why is it coming out now? And give me a really good reason why ESPN didn't punish him for those words and actions when it happened, and give me an even better reason why the NFL didn't vet that out and find out about that stupid ass email and do something about it, reprimand or something, or at least acknowledge it before now, or before they even hired him. So don't come telling me now how, this is bad. Listen, we know good and god dog well we can get access to emails. Emails you can't delete. Everybody can find your old emails. They do it to the young college kids all the time coming out. Y'all know. And I guarantee you he didn't send that email to himself. So more than one person knew about this email 10 years ago. If you gonna respond, react to something, do it in time. Because am I supposed to be mad and boycott John Gruden because he dissed DeForest Kelley? He dissed black people. He dissed that dude. There's too much stuff going on with racial relations for me to be worried about something as silly as this. There's literally voter rights suppression happening. We're still dealing with, black on blue or blue on black crime and things like that. There's still so much in race relations that need to be repairing. I don't have time to be worried about John Gruden calling DeForest Buckner big lips. I got big lips. I've been called big lips my whole life by white, black, Hispanic, everybody. That's not something I necessarily get into my racial bag about. Now, if there was watermelons and monkeys and stuff, different. Michelin Man is a big Stay Puft marshmallow white dude. I'm not tripping as much off that. Now, again, if in the moment it happens, I would have had more to say and vibe, and I would have had a lot of questions for John Gruden at that time. But, hindsight is 2020, but hindsight ain't the way to be solving race relations. You got to deal with that in real time, or it's disingenuous. And I really find this to be disingenuous right now. Now granted, Gruden still sent the email out, so he still gotta respond to it. He gotta say something. You know what I mean? But Randy Moss is mad. I don't get, why is Randy Moss mad now? How come Randy Moss didn't know about the email back then? I don't care about it. You're mad now. Mad now don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Because that's not even his mindset now, more than likely. You know what I mean? So you gotta ping dudes right when it happens. You can't wait, dude. Come on. Even crime has statute of limitations, bro. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying it's okay that he said something that could easily be deemed as a racial trope or stereotype. I'm not giving him a pass for that. But I mean, again, I'm just like, why y'all reacting to it now? We had plenty of opportunity in real time to know he said and did this and to be able to talk to him about it. Again, ESPN knew all about it. They had to. He was working for them at the time. And what happens? Nothing. They let it go. I mean, the NFL vets this guy out. The Raiders vet this guy out. They hire him. Nobody knows about this? Interesting. Yeah, I think I kind of need to be in the room with all the people involved in this and not just John Gruden, just saying. Because, I'm calling BS on. Now, what I'm calling BS on is fake-ass outrage. That's what I'm calling BS on. I'm not calling BS on the action. He sent the action, and it was not cool. But, fake outrage is equally as annoying as fake wokeness, to be perfectly honest. Because both of these things defeat the actual purpose. They water down the message as opposed to galvanizing it. So that's why I'm not really up on any of that, to be perfectly frank with you. And that's why I'm venting right now, because, dude, man, if folk felt a way and that feeling was serious, he could easily be a detriment to many careers in the NFL, because there are a lot of African American players in the NFL. And you got a coach that might have, an adjacent feeling, so to speak. That kind of should be known as early as humanly possible, and maybe that coach should not get the opportunity to coach African American players. But when you do it 10 years later and you already give the person all the daggone accolades and hookups and everything, it's too damn late. You've already praised him. You've already promoted him for that email. And now you want to get mad and go shame on you? That's what I feel is disingenuous. And that's what I'm calling BS. Yeah. Candid Minute, your main man coach. You know what it is. I'm out.